Pisces, you are under attack. Seriously, you are under spiritual warfare right now, and we are going to figure out in this reading who and why. Who is doing this to you and why? Who is sending you the evil eye and why? Who is getting readings done on you and why? Nine of Swords at the bottom of this deck. Let's definitely get into it. But the Nine of Swords, this is anxiety. So somebody is deliberately targeting your crown chakra and your third eye chakra because they know these are your strengths. This is how you guide yourself. Excuse me. Okay, and your throat chakra too. So they're trying to block your communication, because if they could block your communication, you're not going to be able to also all of the upper three ethereal spiritual chakras, you're not going to be able to communicate clearly with the universe what you need in that scenario, because you're going to be scared and confused, right? I'm scared and I'm confused, so I'm scared and confused, so I'm going to do this, when really, if you were your normal, regular, grounded self, you would have handled a situation in a different way. So it does seem like 112, this person is trying to do a little bit of magic on you. This could be getting readings. This could be like regularly, I heard religiously watching your content and even like hating on it. But it's not just like random haters that are sending energy your way. This is somebody that is or was close to you. There was definitely a time in your life when you and this person were like living really happy. I almost want to say in like a paradise energy, or like going in the direction of paradise. I don't know, the word paradise is coming through specifically. That could be a town or a street as well. That is significant to one of you guys. But who the F is this person? And again, it could be multiple people too, but it feels like it's mainly one person, okay? We have Four of Swords, okay? See, look at this broken, it looks like a beat up heart. It's not even necessarily a broken heart, but see how she's resting, but she's still got a little smile on her face, okay? But she's been tore up a little bit. So whoever this is, you and this person, you've been through a lot together. There was a lot of passion, okay? This is also something that didn't fully get off the ground. If this was a romantic thing, it's something that didn't fully get off the ground. Like, we weren't officially exclusive, we didn't live together, like there's something about it that was very situationship vibes. This person might have been a little bit obsessed, isn't the right word, that's too strong, but they might have liked you medium to a lot more than you liked them. You could have even considered this person a friend and they wanted more. It could have even been vice versa too. You wanted more and they considered you a friend. But either way, there's pain, like somebody's heart's been beat up and destroyed. Look, the Two of Swords. Somebody who's blind. I can't pick up this goddamn card. Two of Swords. 3, 2, 1. So you could definitely be dealing with the Libra. Could be dealing with an Aries. Doesn't have to be. But again, this is somebody who you got really close with and got really close to you, and they just kind of pulled the wool over your eyes, okay? Why are they doing this? I feel like you chose a different path, like the Three of Wands, 3, 4, 5. You chose a different path. You left them, you cut them off, you pulled your energy away. You didn't operate in a way that this person wanted you to operate. And so they were expecting for you guys to be together, to end up together, to live together, right? To move in together. Because for a lot of you, this is like a friend or a family member, okay? It does feel like it's going to be a little bit of a different, but there is and was love between the two of you. That's what matters. Like, this isn't just a nobody. This is not just a nobody. This could be somebody who even said they were going to hurt themselves or has hurt themselves if they don't get what they necessarily want. Okay, lots of air sign energy. The Queen of Swords came out. Okay, yeah, this is somebody who, they're a little bit judgmental, they're a little bit cold, they keep themselves a little bit closed off, but they're open until they're hurt, and then they pull out the sword. Okay, and then they seem to somehow deliberately fight back through words, through emotions. Like, this person might have made you cry, right? They could have also, like, there's a lot of mental mind games here going on. Like, if one of you is neurodivergent and then the other one's neurotypical, and so the neurodivergent one has no fucking idea that the neurotypical one is actually, like, being passive aggressive, and they're just like, okay. But really, like, the neurotypical one is being, like, a total cunt. Just, like, very indirectly about it, you know? Why are they doing this? And this is definitely, I don't know if I mentioned this in the beginning, this is tying to the last couple of TikTok videos that I posted about being under spiritual attack, about there being a big shift. Like, we're going to get into the why in a few minutes. But the Pisces collective specifically seems to be under a big spiritual attack because you're like leaving this dimension, pretty much. 555. You're leaving this dimension. And I keep getting the image of, in the Disney movie Hercules, like climbing out of Hades, and there's like these blue souls that were like trying to grab your leg and like pull you back down, like, don't escape, all your friends and family are here. What? No, we don't want to do that. Even if you are leaving your friends and family behind, it seems like, no, we don't want to do that. Like, you might be moving into an era of choosing your own friends and choosing your own family. But part of the reason that this person is doing this is because you might be very beautiful. Have you ever seen an ugly Pisces, though? You might be very beautiful, but part of your beauty also, it comes from this radiating, like, pureness and authenticity. Like, you are yourself even when it makes other people uncomfortable. Even when it makes you uncomfortable, you are yourself. And the way that people respond to you is very different. So this person is kind of looking at you like, this is a feminine thing. Okay? This is a feminine thing for sure. Every single player we have on the board is woman today. Okay? This could even be, for some of you, if there is a man in between you, the new woman, the ex-woman, if you're all fucking women, this could be the love triangle, okay? Oh my gosh, I saw a black cat on my walk today. A little sweet little kitty cat. 733. That's always an angel number from my dad. You might be seeing black cats. Black cats are a sign of good luck. I never think of, no cat ever is a sign of bad luck in my book. So, an all black cat to me is a sign of good luck. I think it even had a lizard in its mouth. I'm like, that's a gift, that's abundance, that's all great shit. But see, maybe even, I'm talking about spiritual attack and getting really happy about kitty cats. And I feel like that's part of what people might hate. Like, you're under attack and you're still being like light and airy, and you're still being like funny, or you're still being open, or like you're still being kind, you know, like, we might be the type of person who could be having the worst fucking day, but then you go into the store and buy something and you're still saying, good morning, thank you, okay, you too, have a good day. Like, you're still doing these basic manners. And this person might look at you like, you just had the worst day. Why aren't you being a bitch to everybody? Why aren't you being rude to everybody? Because, like, when they're in that mood, like, it encompasses everything. So then they're just mad. They're mad, it's mad, and so everybody, I'm mad, move. Get off the sidewalk. You know, like, the anger, is everywhere for this person. So I think, like, they want your, even like if you're an optimistic nihilist, you might still be happier and more positive than this person. Right? Like, this feels like this is what the comparison is. This is 911 protection. This is the other person over here, and then this is, you're like, oh my god, I got the whole world in my hands. I don't know why that's. Look at all these candles, a kitty cat. I got a soft ass cushion. You're sitting on cement over here. You're outside. It's cold. You're thinking. I'm over here feeling, loving. And I'm trying to compare the queens right now. Like, both queens are good in the tarot deck. Let me give you a little bit of love. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm talking about, though? Like, in this, we're talking about these two people. She wants to be happy like her, but she's not. She has an issue sharing those emotions, or she has an issue expressing how she feels. And she has no problem, like, dancing in public. walking her cat on a leash outside, you know, doing what she wants. So the jealousy is truly admiration, but I definitely feel like there is more. Let's get into the T of why and what is it that they're doing, and how is this coming through? Most importantly, I did post a video about what to do. I put action steps on this is how you're going to break this spiritual attack pain. I don't like this. So this person is in a lot of pain. They're in a lot of ooh, I hate snakes. I fucking hate snakes. Oh, I hate you so much. I don't even like to have this. I have trypophobia. And snake skin really does it for me. Competition, the other woman, look over your shoulder. Yeah, so there's a man between you or another person. Like, this is a third party situation. The other woman, look over your shoulder. This could even be if there's a brother in between you, right? This could be your brother's girlfriend, right? This could be your cousin's, your sister's girlfriend, you know, whatever the 411, the genders and the sexualities and shit are, okay? And they're doing this out of pain. Why are they doing this, and how are they doing this? They're planting little seeds of destruction in other people's minds. So it's not a full smear campaign, but it's like when the opportunity, I'm getting a headache on top of my head. I never get fucking headaches. My Pisces necklace broke while I was filming that video on how to evade the psychic attacks. It was pretty crazy. So they're dropping these, whenever the opportunity comes up, whenever you're brought up, they're these little digs. These little digs, like, say these people are in a house. Say you were at this, I don't know, say there's somewhere you guys all were, and you, like, broke a glass by accident or something, like everybody does, right? And then something comes up, like, hey, where's, like, say the person in the middle, right, 1212, it's like, hey, where's that glass from before? And then this person who's sending the negative energy, they'll jump in and be like, oh, remember when Pisces broke it because they were, you know, angry and knocked it over, but like really you just accidentally, like, were dancing and knocked it over with your hand or something, and like you paid for it and you cleaned it up. Do you get what I'm saying? That might not be the exact, I'm trying to think of something general enough to describe this feeling that I'm feeling. So like when the opportunity comes up, they plant these little seeds of, oh yeah, remember when Pisces did that? Or like, oh yeah, that was their fault over there. These little seeds. That's how they're doing this. Okay, that was good. That was helpful. Oh my gosh, this is my card. I thought this was the 5 of Swords, but these are the cards that give you a headache. There's that 9 of Swords again. This card keeps coming out. Oh my god. Heartbroken. I was like, why is this person doing this? Because they're not happy with themselves. I feel like there's a lot they see in you that they wish they had, and they wish that they were living. It feels like you are going to find out about what's happening. It does seem like they do want to apologize, or at least there is some sort of white flag. There's a little bit of harmony. There's a little bit of balance. So it's not necessary. If you're like, if this is your ex's new girlfriend that's been spying on you, it's definitely not like, oh yeah, we're going to come together and be friends. Unless... maybe for some of you, you are and you should, because maybe the person in between you is the motherfucking problem. Do you ever think about that? That might not be everybody, right? But there does seem to be peace and harmony coming. It doesn't have to be because we're, yay! But you're going to find out a truth about the evil eye this person is sending you. You're going to find out about some of the things they were saying. You might find a message. You might actually get sent a message that was meant to get sent to somebody else, and you're like, what? Okay, but the reason this person is doing this is because I think the person that's in between, if this is a breakup scenario, might have just broke up with them, or is going to break up with them, or they feel them breaking up with them, or there's going to be some sort of, like, there could be like truths coming out about the way that this other person, this feels like a soap opera that I am not writing very well. Hopefully you're following me. something might be coming out about the three of you where the person in between you and the hater is like kind of realizing that they're a hater, or they're kind of they might be realizing too the seeds that this person has been planting, so they might be turning on them a little bit like, so they're starting to notice, and then they're noticing that they're noticing, so that's why they're laying this shit on thick, so they're kind of scrambling a little bit. And they might want to tell you part of the truth first before you find out. Okay? But we'll get deeper into this in the next reading. It seems like this person has a lot going on. Drop a peace sign in the comments if you want to get more into this hater in the next reading. And drop an apple in the comments if you want to talk about the person that's in between you in the next reading. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and book a personal reading through the link in my bio.